a way for some partners in the project, for example, Ubiquat that gives IT technology, we're doing consultancy, startups in Bristol can give trainings, so this also can give them so to say clients to which they can share knowledge how to implement pilot in other European regions. Of course, it's not only enough to get in touch with potential partners, we also have to be able to show them something. So the second target is to have good materials available, manuals describing the procedures and everything that is needed to be able to that a region can start its own project. Potential partners, you could think of regional and local governments. It could be a local chamber of commerce, an association of businesses, all kind of different organizations. And then the third target is to inform the broader public, the general public, about the project. And this can generate general support for the project, but also for the pilot itself. So if thanks to our PR dissemination activities, someone in Catalonia hears about the project, they might decide to join the pilot in Catalonia. Let's see. So these are the main targets, and we have defined different tools to reach this. One obviously is the project website, which we will discuss later on in this webinar as well. The other one is to have an email newsletter, and digital newsletter. We were thinking to have two different email newsletters. One for specific target groups, so the like I said before, local, regional governments from a certain European region, Chamber of Commerces, and the other one, everyone who wants to be informed on the project, so as a general public. Another tool that we can discuss today is social media, Facebook, Twitter, and so on. And other tools that I propose that we don't discuss today, that's the part of this webinar, is that several partners will organize conferences on the project, and we will also provide trainings to potential partners. But let's leave that out for this meeting. Any questions so far? Okay, I don't hear anything. I hope that it is because you don't have questions. Yes? I can hear you. Robert seems to be out.
No. I just don't have questions.
Okay, it's just the camera that is switched off.
Yes.
Here are the guests, the people who are in guest status. Is it normal?
Yes, people with who are guests also can talk,
so,
but
Robert, is it possible to change all the guests to the status of speakers?
We can do this, but it will lead to uncontrolled discussion that will last much longer. So when somebody has a question, I can put him also in the speaking mode. But let's keep the schedule that we have prepared, and then we will have a discussion after my short presentation. Okay? Just a second.
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you, but I expect Robert will be back soon, or he's also uploading something.
Yes. We have discussed.
Meantime, I think if you might have any comments for the moment,
okay,
we can do it
by chat. You have a chat window, so if anybody has a comments, please simply put your comments in the chat.
So if you have any questions for now, Andreu, Jaume, or Lluis, you can just ask them by chat, and I hope that Robert later on will be able to switch your status to speaker. Okay, I see something. In the meantime, I just continue to give a general overview, as we see now, for let's say the task and responsibilities in the field of dissemination and PR activities. The first one is, let's say, the general project text, like describing the methodology, is a task for STRO, and we are working to update those texts for the project website, and we will finish that within 2 weeks. VISTULA University is responsible for let's say the technical infrastructure, so that websites are running smoothly, Facebook page, and so on. So it's the technical part, not the content. And of course, we would like to ask from each partner that they can provide us with some information on ourselves, but also with when there's interesting news from the pilots or other updates, if there are good pictures, if you're already active as an organization on Twitter and Facebook and you have interesting messages, posts to share, yeah, please do so that we can generate more content. I would like that Robert can continue with his presentation. I see that he has uploaded his PowerPoint presentation. So.
Okay. Do you hear me now? Do you hear me now? May you say yes if you hear me in the chat window?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So I just want to start this short presentation with just a very few comments. I mean, we are at initial stage where the pilots in Catalonia, in Sardinia and in Bristol are, as I understand from Jaap, in the organization phase. And simply, we cannot do too much with the web page unless we have a content. So I wanted to say that at least for the time being, we were working in a 3-persons team, and we had some initial difficulties with setting this up. I would like to present you my two friends of mine. This is Mr. Gokhan Paksoy and Engin Satici, with whom in the 3-persons team we have been able to tackle with the webinar tools, with its testing, with finding solution which is half of the price of the average other solutions, like for instance GoToWebinar, which costs something like $100 a month. So we have found something which is really cool. We have tested it with Jaap. I believe this was March, and so far a lot of other activities lay upon all the partners. So we cannot move with the search engine optimization unless we have some content from the web page. So the web page alone has a lot of tabs and sections that can be filled up, and I will just press the web page and switch to my desktop, because it will be easier for me to talk about it while I show some functionality of the website. Okay, so just take a few seconds, and I will simply share my window in a moment from my screen. Just a second. Oh, so do you see? Oh, just a second. I have shown not this screen. I have 2-screen configuration. So here is the website, and so far we have various parts of the website. So I think, for instance, when we talk about the publications, we have the deliverables section, which is obviously empty, but as we discussed with Jaap, we will fill it up, and obviously there are some parts which are public, which are not public. So in the end, we can set certain things available for the public, and the others which are obviously not. But basically, our biggest problem for now, just let me bear with it for a while. I will just change that settings. We have such a issue that we simply don't have enough content to, and we simply rely in this phase on you. So from now on, I think we should concentrate on more interactive activities, which allow to us simply to jointly create the content. So then I just would like to say that for now, we have prepared the website, which we have discussed a lot also with Engin, with Gokhan, with a lot of our friends from other European projects, how we should tackle the multilingual issues. But this is something which we will discuss with Jaap later. But for now, we have set up the website, Google Plus community, and here explanation for you why it is important to have Google community, then the circles. I mean, within communities, you don't have the upper limit of the number of the people in the community, whereas the Google circle have that 500 people amount. So we have decided to simply keep it open so that we can enroll as many people as we will attract. Obviously, Facebook is quite often being used, and obviously LinkedIn for professional businesses, businessmen. So just very briefly, here we have our Google Plus community, and on the website, in the section which has a tab involve, get involved, you can simply find these web addresses for Google Plus community, for Facebook fan page. And by the way, I would like to ask all of you to like this fan page, because as long as we don't have 30 likes, the page doesn't have its internal analysis, which simply cannot run. Oh, welcome, Oriol. I see that friends from Catalonia are now the biggest and the strongest group. And obviously, now we have a LinkedIn group. LinkedIn group is also a very good tool to raise the awareness on the activities of any kind of projects. So I do believe that now we have several partners, but we are yet way along from achieving the presence of all the partners. But I assume that in forthcoming weeks, we will also actively ask people to share their social media contacts, because this is the biggest possible vehicle to drive the traffic to the various activities. Obviously, only then when this traffic is needed, and I completely agree with you, Jaap, that in order to say something to somebody, first we need to have something attractive. So I do agree that for now, it's rather good to have a low profile, but trying to create gradually the content of the project accordingly to the project timeline. Thank you very much for this short explanation, and I hand over the voice to Jaap. Hello, Jaap, do you hear me? Just a second, yes. Yes, you are back again.
Yeah, thank you. Robert, first of all, yeah, thanks. If we want to use this webinar to not only as giving a lecture, but also to be able to have discussions, then everyone joining should be able to speak. So would it be possible that all the guests get the status of speaker, so that we can discuss, for example, IDs or comments on the website as it is now, IDs for the other PR dissemination activities.
Obviously, I can change the status of person who wants to talk.
Okay, so it's not possible to have everyone at the same time as a speaker?
When we have the video activities, it is, I think we can have up to 10 moderators in the room. So
yes, please do so.
So if you want to, let's say, I'm adding Andreu, for instance, now. And I hope...
only one by one.
Yes, I can...
Well, but just for my information, is it possible to have... Okay, now everyone coming in.
Well, we can do it also...
Just kidding.
We can do it also.
Okay, let's wait a bit to see if everyone is coming in. Maybe in the meantime, if anyone who is on speaker status now can give his comments on, or if he has suggestions on the website. Robert.
Okay.
Still a request, if it's possible, to have everyone at the same time as a speaker.
As far as I have checked, we have ability to have three persons seeing and speaking at the same time.
It's really possible to have a discussion. Otherwise, we can still use this tool, but then it would be more as a way to explain something like a lecture, and that certain people can ask questions either by chat, but for discussions, then it doesn't seem very practical. So Robert, since you're out, maybe you can reply by chat?
Don't you hear me now, Jaap?
Robert, are you still there? Okay. Okay, yes, please try to add everyone, so Laura, Jaume, and Oriol. I just want to, let's see if it's possible and if we can have a discussion in this way.
Listen, the only limitation is that, yes, everybody can talk, but only 3 video and voice channels may be available at the same time, in the real time. Do you hear me now?
Yes, I do hear you, and I understand the problem.
Simply, there are no miracles, and if you will open 10 channels,
of course, just
and let 10 channels, 10 people speak at the same time, the only thing what you're going to have will be disorder. So even if we could use Google Hangout, there always is a certain way of management. So if you want anybody from Spanish friends to talk now, just simply say to me now, whom shall I add now? And simply, I can simply quit and add the voice to any other person from Catalonia. Okay?
Yes, I understand. But I think, maybe for next time, to have root questions, to get it a bit more dynamic, you have to be able to speak at the same time. But we'll see that for next time.
Okay.
So in the meantime, if everyone has a question or comment, please put it by chat so that Robert can speaker status. And otherwise, I propose to continue with the next agenda points. Although, if no discussion is possible, then it should only be a short explanation.
I just would like to add one thing, and this is my call from the deepness of my heart. I think that if I could ask the persons who are now present at the webinar to promote and to encourage other members of your teams so that the next time when we organize the webinar, where we could be in let's say, more complete, because I found that when we are accustomed or when we have some habit of using that tool, and I can also make next time some explanations how we can do this. Maybe this, yet for the moment, this would be good simply to show some functionality now. For instance, when we want to add anything that you have in your disposal, then there is no problem simply to add it. For instance, if you want to add any type of the multimedia, for instance, be it a PowerPoint, you can upload it directly from your computer, and the rest of the people can see it at the same time. The other functionality, you have seen the presentation, so I just don't want to use it, but Jaap has uploaded recently something from STRO, and it works smooth. So for instance, if we want to add the video, we can also do this. I will just start to play video now from Bristol.
Bristol prides itself on being slightly unorthodox, slightly edgy. People like to do unusual things. A couple of 100 years ago, we even had our own time. And today, what better thing to do than to recreate a simple, honest means of exchange amongst the citizens of the city? And that's the Bristol pound. This idea began over 2 years ago. A few of us got together and we thought it would be a great thing to do a local currency at scale across a major city and to use an electronic means of exchange as well as printed Bristol pounds. So that's how it began, and enormous enthusiasm followed. A team of people arose. We've now got about 10 of us in the team working their socks off to make this thing happen. Bristol's a good place for the Bristol pound because it is a large city. You have to do these things at scale. Our hope is that having our own local currency will focus people's minds on all things local and also on being creative, sort of set us free from what's given to us from on top, to think again about the way that we relate to one another, the way that we exchange our goods and services, and we hope new grassroots enterprises will arise. People in the city can open accounts held with Bristol Credit Union. They can then withdraw printed Bristol pounds, and they can use the mobile phone exchange system that we've developed. So this is instead of debit and credit cards. So people have like a printed currency, and they can also use the web to transfer. So in all the ways people want to spend their money, they can. But what they can do here is they can spend money with their values. They can say, I want to back the city, I want to back our local traders, I care about my high street, so I can commit some of my spend each month to Bristol pound and know that I'm supporting the local economy. Traders who receive Bristol pounds can do several things with it. The first thing they'll want to do is to see if their suppliers are members, and we'll be working with our traders to bring their suppliers into membership, so we create a virtuous economic circle. But they might also invite their staff to take some Bristol pounds. If they've got printed Bristol pounds, they might offer them in change, and they can also use their Bristol pounds to pay their business rates. We've arranged a system with Bristol Credit Union where that can be done. There'll be a map on our website showing all the traders who are members and what they're offering. People will be looking to spend their Bristol pounds, and they'll see what's on offer, where it is on offer, and so it's going to attract attention to local businesses. Of all the money spent in a city, most of it leaves the city almost as soon as it's spent. It goes up to the financial institutions and gets lost. What people can be sure of with Bristol pounds is that they're circulating in the city, and that's where they'll stay, and it's for the good of the people that it exists. It's not complicated by financial derivatives, it's not being gambled on anywhere, it's just simple, honest money. Not many people realise that a local high street is actually a web of people, and they tend to know one another, and they even care about one another a bit. And in our society, that's precious. So people go shopping, but they don't just go shopping, they go to meet people. And in the little casual interactions of the high street, community life is actually made. Now that's precious, and that's something we want not only to preserve, but to prosper.
nice video.
The idea to involve social media is simply based on that reflection that people simply like to see the short movies that took only 3 minutes, and this is why I have also discussed a lot with Jaap while we're submitting proposal that setting up our own video channel is the best way also to raise visibility. So as soon as you will feel that you are ready to have something to say also in the visual form, we also will help you in creation or some advice maybe how to create videos, how to promote them, and I hope that accordingly to what we could do, maybe you cannot believe it today, but I hope that at the end of the project we will have around 200 videos which will drive the traffic to Digipay4Growth solution. So we can basically use it for exchanging PowerPoint presentations, videos, and we can share our desktops. So this is briefly it from me. I'm passing the voice again to you. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Robert. So the webinar tool is very good for explaining things, lectures and so on. For discussions, it has to be seen. Maybe we can use other tools for that, but let's evaluate that later. What I propose to continue is that we will make a short report, notes of this meeting. Also making clear what we would like to have from partners in the sense of content, pictures, and so on. Share this information to all partners, so also those that are joining the webinar now. I would also like to ask to give your feedback by mail on basically two things. One, what kind of subjects do you see interesting for next time, and also keeping in mind the possibilities of this tool and whether or not to have discussions. Yeah, and I don't think it's necessary or makes sense to go into very deep detail now, especially because it's a bit difficult to give feedback. So if anyone else has a question, wants to hear more about something, other remarks, please let us know now. And if not, otherwise I would propose to finish it for today, and then we will send a report on the meeting and the next steps to be taken on the subject of PR and dissemination. So, any questions, remarks, please put them in the chat window, then Robert can give you the mic, so to say. Okay, so if no one else has any questions for now, of course there will be much more later on. I want to thank all of you for joining. Robert, I want to thank you for setting up this tool. And in my mail to everyone, I will propose a date for a new meeting. Robert, do you have anything to add?
Yes, I mean, we have found, just a second, something.
So yeah, we're almost finishing.
Okay, just a second. Yes, I think it's very good to get used to any type of the webinar tools. Basically, if you think that you would like to have a functionality of rather brainstorming than somebody explaining, then it's no problem. I can set up for all of us the usage of the Google Hangouts on air. Google Hangouts have also that functionality that they allow to record these brainstorming sessions. And basically, the administrator, the leader of such a Hangout on air, is also managing this discussion in that sense that his role is rather to curate and to encourage other people to talk. So basically, we can switch over from one to other persons. Everybody see each other. And usually it also works well with 5-7 people in the room. So here we have that functionality, but we can also have even up to 500 people in the room. So all the people from all the partners can also participate at the meetings at the same time simultaneously, not traveling. So when I read the report, simply I think that we were supposed to make something like quarterly meetings, but I think that it might be not efficient. I mean, here basically you might think that this might sound a little chaotic, but the thing is that when certain group of people feel that they should share something with the other people, I think that, oh, thank you, you are right. I think that we can use simply various tools to simply diminish the inefficiency of discussion. And while we work on certain project called, I'm just typing here, its address. At this project, strategy where all partners, and there were 24 partners, had that really habit that yes, we were meeting weekly, and we were setting up either Friday morning or Monday midday, and simply everybody who wanted could participate, and that really helped a lot in getting the energy, involvement, and the interactions between all the partners. And so far, I think our webpage is yet simply empty. Also, through the excellent work of my friends also, it's growing every day due to some tricks on Google, but I don't think that it would be difficult for us to have 100,000 or 500,000 or 1 million hits on the web page. If there is a reason for it, we can help it. But that would be terrific to use various tools for various reasons. So if you want Jaap brainstorming, we can use Hangouts on air, but then you need to provide me your all Google Plus accounts. And when somebody has a PowerPoint presentation, I can set up for such a person administrator or a moderator role, and there is no problem with usage of this tool. simply to share the PowerPoint, to share the video, to share some doubts, and that could really improve our communication. At the same time, I have to say that we have paid for annual license of this tool, so everybody of you can use it free of charge, and even if at 50% of the cost of any other solution. So I think we should simply use various tools for various activities. That's my brief comment.
For the occasion is the best one possible. So once again, I would like to thank. Yeah, I will send the mail so that we can hear feedback from all of you. What kind of topics would you be interested to have a next online meeting on? And then what Lluis from Learning by Doing proposed, just to have the option, who is interested and can make it, can join. So you just have the group, yeah, not that big, because never everyone can join. Yeah, we can, yeah, but the thing is, of course, we're only now with, we can set already a new date, but we are here with, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 partners out of 16 we have. But maybe we can, yes, propose a date for now, and here, if the other ones that are not here to make it now, but let's say in 2 weeks from now, it would be the Friday, the Friday 12, right? No, 11. 1 second, sir. That's okay with me. I think not too early. Yeah, fresh heads is good. But there's some time difference, of course, with the English. So it would be 9 for them. I would say no, past. Let's say 10:30 for now, and yeah, we will of course confirm it with the other partners. Okay, well, this seems to be working well. So if no one has any other remark, things to say, I would yeah, leave it with this. Thanks again, Mr. I will learn the Polish as well, and yeah, till the next time. Bye bye.